Helmets on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand out, we just give a dog a bone. I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing
just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. Antonio Gibson with it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Panthers. Keenan Allen, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Pass at 20 for a short gain, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They send Parker in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Mahomes now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
From the 27, Mahomes, wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that leads to New Orleans first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They send Parker in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Levin on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll go again with Sanders. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The quick slant caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
43!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They send Parker in motion left. They'll run with Sanders. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And this is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 10, Panthers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Mahomes. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it's going